Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are once again watching Astroteric TV. I'll be your one and only host, the Astro Guru, and it wouldn't be Astroteric TV without the Gra. Yep, I'm back. Now, today's video will be on the subject of mental health versus mental illness. Now, if you're having a bad day, that can affect your mental health. If you stub your toe, that can affect your mental health. Right? Now, I'll tell you what I mean by this. Say you stub your toe, it hurts a lot. You go to work. Hey Jim, how you doing this morning? That is a direct invitation for you to explain your mental health. If you did not know that, then you now know when someone says, "Hey, how you doing?" or "Hey, how are you?" That is a direct invitation for you to express what may or may not be wrong with you. Now, it is okay not to be okay. I'll tell you why I say this. It's not peaches and cream or rainbows and unicorn 24/7, 365 for anyone walking God's green earth. Now, happy times, we love them. We hope to have more of them, and we try our best to extend the period of those happy times. However, dark times fall upon us, whether that be through family, friends, associates, co-workers. It's gonna happen. Now, how we handle these situations that are not so pleasant is actually what attacks our mental health, more so than other situations. So this is where we get titles like narcissist and what title can I couple with narcissist? Oh, well, this is where we get, narcissist, abuser, things like that. From the damage that was done to our mental health, and we point the blame at where the damage came from. Source of damage. Now, the reason I say that is also to just kind of, let's make these little examples. It's like, if you punch me in my face every day and I don't want to fight, then you're an abuser. But if you punch me in my face every day and I want to be a boxer, you're a trainer. And at some point, I should be able to not get hit. I should be able to, dodge, weave, parry, block. These things become a skill. And now I've overcome the adversity of getting hit every day, and I'm accomplished, and I have accolades, and I'm loving the fact that, look, I used to get hit and now I'm hard to hit. Okay. Now, someone else who did not learn the skill of not getting hit, they're still getting hit, and it's affecting their mental health in ways that it makes it hard for them to move forward in life. So, mental health would be directly linked to how you handle the events of your life, being good or bad. It doesn't matter if these situations are by choice and or force. Almost said false or farce, but false. Now, force, whether they're by choice or force. So, if you lose a loved one, That's not by choice in most cases. So that would be by force. And that can have a direct effect on your mental health and how you move forward in life. It can change you as a person totally. Now, force would be more so you choosing to go through certain situations. Now, the thing about choosing to go through these situations is a lot of people do not know the fortitude of their. A lot of people don't know the fortitude of their cerebral until they've gone through the situation, and then you find out I really couldn't handle that situation, or that situation probably wasn't for me. Now, when this happens, most people who want to do something, which is, have an experience and have a bad experience, do not revisit the situation a lot of times. A lot of times. Simply because once you've had one bad experience and it's your first bad experience, it's like a first impression, lasting impression. So that kind of makes them want to refrain from experiencing another bad situation, which is why it becomes hard to influence them and or persuade them that, oh no, that was just that one time, and just nah, like it's not that, it's just that one time. It's like that's what happened to me because my body and my brain and my soul let me know that that's not for me. So it probably is for you, which is why you have a good time when you do that. But if I don't have a good time when I do it and I'm trying to have a good time, it's probably because that's not associated with how I have a good time. That is someone in good mental health. Now, someone in bad mental health would probably say, man, I don't know why I have a good time. Even though it was a bad experience, let's just try it again. And perhaps they'll have another bad experience. And it's like, man, I don't know why I keep having these bad experiences every time I do this. Like, maybe that's not associated with how you should have a good time. Now, in other cases, you can kind of maneuver, which is be flexible. You'll understand that, oh no, it's not that I can't go to the club. It's that I can't have 5 shots when I go to the club. If I'm going to have 5 shots, I need to have 5 shots at home. That's someone in good mental health. That's someone navigating a situation. That's someone figuring out who they are and in what situation, how they are. When you continuously do things that are bad for your mental health without any solution on how to repair your mental health, your decisions, your choices, and pretty much everything you associate yourself with becomes questionable. When these things become questionable, people now want to label your mental health. We wasn't trying to label mental health before. It was just like, oh, this person's, they're good. They handle their situations pretty good, so good. And this person could be going through the same exact situations. They're handling them bad. It's affecting their mental health. Let's figure out what it is. Now it's time to label it. When it's time to label it is when the coin flips to mental illness. So, because insanity is not a disease, as in something you can say, oh, what's up with him? Oh, he's insane. People plead insanity all the time. People act like they're insane all the time. Some of them really are. The thing is, the people who really are insane don't know that they're insane. They'll keep doing the same things over and 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 over, expecting a different result. Now, the thing about this is, let's dive into this. Are people who play the lottery insane? Would you call them insane? Because they spend their money every single day looking for a payout that may never come. We call them gamblers. We don't really much call them insane though. Probably because what they're insane about is what the majority of people walking God's green earth are insane about: money. So because they're actually playing lottery with the goal of becoming successful, we don't call them insane, right? Now, let's move the needle over and say, I'm a rapper. And if I'm a rapper, I should be rapping, right? Correct. Well, why is it that every rapper, or everyone who tries to rap, let's say, who decides they're going to be a rapper and starts to make music, to a person who doesn't like their music, they're insane. It's like, why you keep trying? Oh, your music is trash. Well, guess what? They only got to come up with a good song, or they got to find that one. They didn't have to find that seven. They just had to find that one. That's why they call them one-hit wonders. So while you were judging and criticizing this person who was looking for their one hit, they didn't stop their craft to argue with you. They just continued writing music, getting better, picking better beats, finding producers, networking, you know, chasing their success, being insane, if you will. Well, you're only insane until it works. Isn't that correct? So I guess everybody's insane. Everybody who wants success and hasn't just willed it into their existence right this very second is insane, right? Because, like, you got a job and you got a home and a car, and you wake up every single day with things that you want to do that you haven't done. So you haven't done them. It's like, why you keep trying after you've been alive this long, right? Because that would make you insane. No, it doesn't make you insane. It makes you a human being. That's why we pray for a better tomorrow. Understood? Because we're going to get up and try something that we've already tried again. Hopefully, it's in a new way, thus bringing you success. Now, when you have mental illness, this is your bipolar, this is your schizophrenia, dementia, Alzheimer's. These are those things. Once you've gained a label, so to say. Life is not over once you've gained a label. It simply means you know which direction to walk in now. Other people whom haven't been diagnosed, whom still think that they have absolutely nothing wrong with them anywhere, and which maybe they don't. But the ones in denial would be the ones that there's nothing wrong with me, yet they don't know why they can't get over some form of hurdle and or, hoop, loop, obstruction, monstrosity, like some form of obstacle, obviously. But that is because they don't know which direction to go in. If you tell me that from time to time I may need to take a breather and make sure that I've taken my medication that may regulate my chemical imbalance so that I'm not trying to treat my younger brother like he's my 6th grade gym coach, because that's what my eyes are telling me and my brain is feeding me at this moment. and now he's thinking that I'm some form of madman, then I understand. If you don't take your medication and you don't have any form of regulatory and or support system for said imbalance, then you will wind up in situations that expose the fact that you may have a mental illness, and that can possibly get you ridiculed, ostracized, made fun of, making mental illness worse and or ruining mental health. So it's a very convoluted conundrum, if you will. But the next time someone asks you, how are you doing? Please be honest. It's okay not to be okay. We all need a shoulder to lean on at some point in time. And if you don't have one, then if you don't have one and you see this video, tag a friend. Let a friend know that as harsh as the Astro Guru can be sometimes, he will not directly play with your emotions and feelings, knowing that you are not in a good state of mental health. Till next time, beloved.